forget to subscribe, like, thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. Comment, share your questions, share your opinions, how you feel. May I call Dr. Godson? Good job. Thank you so much and stay tuned.
Yeah, thank you, the lady IJ. As usual, you've been doing great. Thank you for helping us um, introduce the New Testament biblical Greek to those that know the importance of what we're doing. As I've always said, this concept is mainly for ministers, seminarians, pastors, evangelists, and those that like biblical exegesis, biblical hermeneutics, and the like. Today, we are talking about the nouns, because in the last class, in our lesson number 6, we were able to present to us more vocabularies, help us to understand how to convert one ending to another in a word with reference to the present active indicative verbs. I want to introduce us to the nouns, and that is our lesson number 7, the Greek noun. In English, we know that a noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or thing. But now we're talking about noun in Greek. Bear this in mind. Greek nouns have distinctive features, and those features they have are 4 in number. 1, every Greek noun has as its distinctiveness a feature that is called the case. 2, every Greek noun has gender. 3, every Greek noun has number. And finally, every Greek noun can be declined. In other words, declension. These are the 4 distinctive features of a Greek noun. However, I want us to begin analyzing them one by one from the case. In Greek, there are 5 cases of a noun. Number 1, the first case is called the nominative case. Nominative case. Let me explain it. The noun in this case serves as primarily the subject of the sentence. For instance, you may say a statement like, Obi gave a speech. Obi gave a speech. The word Obi here, which happens to be the subject of the sentence, is in the nominative case. Bear that in mind. The second case is the vocative. Vocative. Vocative case. In this case, it is used in addressing someone. We may still use the same Mr. Obi. You may address Mr. Obi as, Mr. Obi, you are very rich. And that goes with Mr. Obi with a comma. Now you address him, you are very rich. Therefore, Mr. Obi here is in the vocative case. And this vocative case is the case of address. The third one. We have the accusative case. Accusative case. This is the case of the direct object of the verb. Any noun in this case is usually considered as the direct object of the verb, because direct object, as we all know, is the direct recipient of the action presented by the verb. For instance, let's still use Mr. Obi. We may say that robbers attacked Mr. Obi. Robbers attacked Mr. Obi. Remember, this Mr. Obi gave a speech, and he was addressed to that he was very rich. I don't know if it's because the robbers heard that somebody addressed him as being rich that made them to attack him. Therefore, the person that was attacked as Mr. Obi becomes the direct object of the verb, the direct recipient of the action of the sentence. So that is the work of the accusative case. Now we have genitive case. In genitive case, the main duty of this case is to express possession. It shows the person who owns something. And in English, this is done by means of a preposition, the preposition that is of. Or you use an apostrophe S after the word that shows possession. Let's still use Mr. Obi as an example. The robbers stole Mr. Obi's car. You see how it's going? The robbers stole Mr. Obi's car. Finally, the next case is the dative case. The dative case. The dative case is the case that indicates the indirect object of the verb or indirect object of the sentence. Because accusative is the direct recipient of the action, whereas the dative case is the indirect recipient of the action. For example, I gave the book to the teacher. Now, if you want to analyze this sentence here, I is the subject, gave is the verb, the book is the direct object, to the teacher is the indirect object. So in Greek, to the teacher is expressed by putting the noun teacher in the dative. And that is how you get the dative case. All right. The second aspect of the features of noun is the gender. Greek has 3 different genders. As far as their language is concerned, the masculine, the feminine, and neuter. These are the three different genders of the Greek words. Number 3, as the distinctive features, we have the number. Every Greek noun has 2 numbers, the singular and the plural. All right, the fourth one is a declension. In Greek, the nouns have 3 declensions. 1, first declension. 2, second declension. 3, third declension. All right. In each of them, the noun is inflected in a different way. That is, in each of them, the cases have, as a rule, different endings. That is all about the features of the New Testament nouns. When we come to the next class, we will introduce you to other aspects of New Testament Greek nouns. We now call our anchor person to finalize.
Thank you, Dr. Godson Ebuja, and viewers from wherever you are watching us from. Thank you too for participating in Koine Greek Simplified. It was a great experience from lesson 1.